If Guga can teach me how to make steak perfectly, Uncle Roger gonna give him uncle title.
I like to take my meat seriously, you know?
Do you beat your meat a lot? Do you like beating your meat?
Yeah,
Nice.
quite a bit actually.
That's what Uncle Roger do because I don't have woman in my life.
Oh, really?
Beat my meat every night. Yeah?
The more you beat the meat, the better it is,
Let's
right?
beat our meat together, come.
Chef Briantsao here, not your typical chef, and today I'm gonna be reacting to Uncle Roger Learn How to Cook Steak featuring Guga. Now, before I go on with today's episode, I do want to give a shout out to all of my amazing sous chef level patrons. Guys, you along with all the patrons really do make a difference on this channel. And remember, by becoming a patron, you get to take advantage of some awesome perks like early access to new episodes, but most importantly, patron exclusive content. If you don't feel like becoming a patron but still want to support, be sure to follow me on Instagram as I'm trying to hit 10K subs and I am this close,
If Guga can teach me how to make steak perfectly, Uncle Roger gonna give him uncle title.
Yes! Welcome to my house, Uncle Roger. Let me show you around. So here we got all of my editors.
Nice, your editor.
Yeah.
Oh, you have so many little slaves here, Guga, look.
Uncle Roger, they're my editors, not a
Holy
slave.
cow.
Hi-ya.
Do you feed them well? This guy looks so skinny. Look at
And
this
that is a serious operation. Very cool.
guy.
They all-
Hoodie, cap, headphone. Just say you virgin. Just say you virgin. Hiya.
Brutal.
So we have three different types of steaks. This is a skirt steak. Since it's very, very thin, it cooks quite quickly.
Yep.
And then this one here, I think we're gonna butter baste it. And we're gonna cook it in a cast iron skillet for some people that don't have a grill outside. And then this one here, this is gonna be your ultimate challenge since it has a lot of fat.
Wow, A5 Wagyu ribeye right there.
Japanese Wagyu A5 New York strip.
Oh, it's a New York
Wagyu
strip.
A5?
My bad.
Yeah, flares up quite a bit whenever you're cooking it.
Yes, it flares up because there's a lot of fat. And also I mistaken that for a ribeye. You know, I make mistakes too. So the strip steak is usually a thinner cut of meat. This is definitely bigger. The ribeye is by the rib, so it's closer by the neck. That's where the ribeye is. And then as you move down towards the tail of the cow, that's where you start to find the tenderloin, and between the bone on top, that is where you'll find the strip steak, and that is a flatter piece of protein. But with these Wagyu steaks, the protein becomes so interlaced with fat, it becomes fat, so it plumps up, and you know that's why I mistaken it. Just a little fun fact. But Wagyu is a little tricky to cook over the grill because it does have so much fat. What happens to fat when you warm it up? It melts, but what happens when you put fire to a form of fat? It will ignite, so it's very easy to burn.
We're gonna cook 2 steaks, and then the last one, we're gonna burn Guga house down. It's okay, you got home insurance, Guga. Wait, what is this? What is this camera?
Wow, holy, oh my God, cool. He has dry age boxes in his kitchen, and I was insanely jealous, but I didn't realize it was a snake and an iguana.
What? Why are you eating lizard?
It was actually a gift from my nephew. He went hunting.
Your
and-
nephew give you this?
Yeah.
Your nephew don't love you? Hiya.
So here in Florida, these are invasive species. I don't know if they're gonna taste good. I have never tried it. We're gonna give it a try. Would you like to have some?
I think, Guga, you're making too many video. You're running out of video idea. You're cooking reptile.
First step, Uncle Roger, we gotta season the meat. First with salt.
Just use feeling.
Now freshly ground black pepper. You know, a lot of people have the misconception that pepper burns. Yeah, it doesn't burn. It actually did a whole experiment. It takes about 3 minutes for the peppers to burn. So if you sear the steak quicker than 3 minutes, it would just give a nice roasty flavor.
I've heard that argument as well, and I've always been like, dude, do you know how many times you've eaten food where it's been seared really hard with the black pepper on there, and like no one has ever complained about the black pepper being burnt? You have to really work hard to fuck that up.
What do you think of Salt Bay? Do you like his restaurant?
And I went there, let's just say I'm not going back.
Just say it's shit, hiya. He's not gonna sponsor your video. Just insult Salt Bay.
Salt Bay, yeah.
Salt Bay, Guga challenging you.
Guga's
Let's
so
go,
nice.
Salt Bay, me and you.
Salt Bay, you need to cut off your arm hair. Because he's doing this shit, and then have you seen how hairy his
I
arm
know,
is?
right?
The salt just catching in his hair.
I know.
Shit.
Very true. Fair point. With that said, though, salt is a natural antibacterial, so you don't have to worry about, like, you know, getting any type of virus or anything like that. But getting someone's arm hair on your food is pretty gross.
Yeah, that's all good, but I think we're missing one thing.
The king of flavor.
MSG.
Salt on crack.
MSG for you. So much MSG.
Yes, in your honor.
Do you know what MSG stand for, Guga?
Monosodium glutamate.
No, make shit good.
Don't be too generous. Just a nice, good amount, you know?
Okay.
Everything too much is not good. You agree?
Except for one thing. Money. Never enough.
That's true. Excellent job, Uncle Roger. Now, on these two, I like to put a little bit of garlic powder.
Why you use garlic powder and not real garlic?
Because this tastes better than garlic powder on steaks. If it's fresh garlic,
It'll
then
burn.
the flavor won't enhance so much.
Okay,
Okay, made it better.
It's savable.
Oh, I love how Guga and I had the same exact reaction. Yeah, if you're gonna put it, I tend to stick with just fresh cracked black pepper and salt with my steaks. I don't think putting garlic powder is bad at all. And if I had to pick between fresh or powdered, when I'm searing it, I definitely would go for powdered. If you go with fresh, number one, it'll burn very easily. I would, why am I forgetting the name of this technique? If I'm gonna sear the steak and I'm gonna baste it with butter, with brown butter, then yeah, I'll put some rosemary and garlic in there, but you're not like searing it with raw garlic rubbed on it.
Relax, Guga,
Okay.
relax.
All right. Thank you, Uncle Roger.
You freak out too easy.
That's a little too much. That will burn. And oftentimes, when you have like pre-made products that you microwave and they say it browns, I don't see too many of those types of products these days, but it's usually the seasoning that's browning when it's in the microwave. And the same thing happens when you put dry spices on a steak and then grill it. You get this nice sear, but it's really the dry spices that are searing because they'll sear faster than, you know, the steak will have its Maillard reaction or caramelization or its browning.
I like to take my meat seriously, you know?
Do you beat your meat a lot? Do you like beating your meat?
Yeah,
Nice.
quite a bit actually.
That's what Uncle Roger do because I don't have woman in my life.
Oh, really?
Beat my meat every night. Yeah?
The more you beat the meat, the better it is,
Let's
right?
beat our meat together. Come, Guga.
Sure,
come.
let's beat it.
Niece and nephew, check this out on Pornhub.
Oh, God.
How many knives you need? Hiya, look at this camera. Look, count how many knives.
I'm a knife enthusiast, Uncle Roger. I love it.
Just say they sponsor you. Hiya. Do you like Jamie Oliver, Guga?
I'm not familiar with Jamie Oliver so much.
You don't know Jamie Oliver?
I know him, but I don't watch a lot of his stuff. But I know that you don't like him very much.
Yeah, he keep fucking up Asian food.
Really?
He make all our ancestors cry.
I've heard he puts chili jam on rice.
Ugh, don't even mention that. Uncle Roger rather eat that.
And if you guys want to see that video, I've reacted to it as well. It'll pop up right here. It was really the video that I reacted to that made this channel take off. But yeah, that video, that dish, and what Jamie Oliver did with fried rice. Oh, adding water into it, just, oh.
Avocado.
Well, you need different oils for cooking, as you know, Uncle Roger. I know you're an expert.
Look at this, extra virgin. You don't need this. Just go to your editor room. All the extra virgins editing your video right now.
I don't even know how to react to that. All right, Uncle Roger, I like to cook with charcoal.
Fuyo, look nice.
Here, you control it on the top.
Nice.
Fuyo. It's very dangerous, this thing.
But we like danger, right?
That's what you need to cook good food.
That's right.
You can see that's hardwood charcoal in the grill. Hardwood charcoal tends to burn faster and hotter, whereas briquettes burn a bit more controlled and a little longer. And that's because with briquettes, it's processed. You know, they actually grind it down and form it into these consistent shapes. And they also put in a bit of lighter fluid in there and stuff like that. And there's some stuff mixed inside. I always tend to go to hardwood charcoal 80% of the time, but there have been many times where I'll mix it or I will use briquettes if it's the only thing I can find.
See how it's turning white? That's perfect. Now you move into a different corner.
Going from black to white. Remind me of Michael Jackson.
Oh boy.
You like Michael Jackson?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, everybody like him. He touched a few kids, so what? So what? If you make album as good as Thriller, you get to touch 5 kids.
Oh my God.
Okay, fine. 3 kids, fine. Editor, leave this in and then cut to Guga nodding. Just find B-roll of Guga nodding.
No.
As if he agreeing with me. If you make album as good as Thriller, you get to touch 5 kids.
That's true. Look, there's a spider there. Why don't you kill the spider? Oh, just like that.
Oh
Come
no!
on.
He's gonna get canceled by PETA now.
Very smooth changing topic.
You're not blowing hard enough.
Is that what you tell your wife?
All right, so we got the grill ready nice and hot. Let's put the steak right in here. But first, see how it's super hot and the grill grate is turning white? Let's do a quick spin. Grab it on this corner. Just quick spin so we have a nice fry. Oh, that's good. Now put the steak right in the middle.
Why you don't want to put on the white part?
Because it will burn. That's what a lot of people say that grill marks are good. It's actually bad. It's just burn.
What is medium rare temperature?
135. See how it's flaring up a little bit? Now we flip.
Very
Nice. Oh, almost ready.
Nice.
Spin it one more time. Let's put it on a colder part. That's good.
So here?
Now place the steak
Same
right on
side?
top. Same plate, same thing. Oh, look at you, Uncle Roger, like a pro.
Uncle Roger, talk shit a lot, but I can cook also.
Beautiful. That's you got a great sear on there, and this is pretty much at the point where you're going to want to move the grill to a cooler. Well, for this, actually no, this is skirt stay, much thinner piece, so you can pretty much finish it on the hot spot, because by the time you get the outside seared, like a good hard sear, it's pretty much good to go.
So we're just trying right now to get a nice crust.
Some people say never flip steak. You just
They're
leave
wrong.
One side. They wrong?
They're wrong.
I agree.
You gotta flip it as many times as necessary.
As necessary, yep, keyword, as necessary. Every grill's different, type of charcoal you're using, whatever, such and such. I will say though, if you have like a cast iron pan and a good amount of fat in there, then yeah, I would agree, like don't toy with it too much. Remember, a cast iron pan is a very even flat surface. Something like a grill, unless it's a gas-powered grill with with burners that shoot out heat that's much more consistent, because even those aren't 100% consistent from every part of the grill. There are variables, so you will always have a hot spot somewhere. So I agree with Guga that you should flip it as many times as necessary to control it, because you see Guga is working with his tools. He's shifting the grill grate so that the grill grate doesn't get too hot and then burn stuff. It's telling Uncle Roger, move it as many times as necessary to get the hard crust. So don't be afraid to toy with it a little bit.
We got the cover, and now we're gonna cook it to temperature. So all you gotta do now is cover it up. What's the temperature we need?
135.
Fahrenheit. 135 degrees Fahrenheit is medium rare. Jordan, you're from the UK. You guys use metric, so put down what it is in metric. Damn metric. Even though the rest of the world uses it.
Yes, you take it out a little bit before. Uncle Roger knows. Now we're just gonna let the steak rest.
Nice.
This is my studio, Uncle Roger, where I make all of my videos.
It look good. Do you beat your kids, Guga? Because there's so many things you can beat them with.
No, Uncle Roger, you don't beat the kids.
Don't beat kids?
No.
Is that how you discipline them?
A nice, strong talk. They will listen to me when I talk to them this way. There's no need for beating.
You live in America too long now. You're turning into white people, Guga.
Okay.
Disappointing. Oh, fridge, look at
Fridge.
this.
You wanna see the fridge?
Everybody wants to see your fridge. I sure it's full of all type of meat in there, correct?
Yeah, not really.
What the hell? Vegetable.
Yeah.
Why you got vegetable?
Those are herbs.
Nice
I
and organized.
You know, I love herbs. I have all different kinds of herbs. No, you want to see meat?
Yeah.
I got you, Uncle Roger. This is meat.
Woo, Fuyo. Look at this, look at
Wow.
this. This is vegan, worst nightmare.
All right, Uncle Roger, for the next one is a little bit more challenging because we're going to use a cast iron skillet on the grill itself.
Nice.
Cast iron skillet. White people walk.
You can see the skillet was greased, and that is because after you use a skillet and clean it off, you do want to wipe it down with some oil. That is to protect the cast iron so it doesn't oxidize and it doesn't begin to rust.
Put it on. So first is a first layer of protection,
Remind me of my colonoscopy.
and then we got the second layer of protection.
Second layer of protection. What, you think I'm gonna get this cast iron skillet pregnant or something? Why?
Yeah, safety is our #1 priority.
My BDSM glove.
High temperature oil. This is avocado
Avocado
oil.
oil, yeah.
Good, don't use-
High smoke point oil is definitely better for searing.
Olive oil for your steak.
No, bad idea.
Jamie Oliver would do that.
No, he doesn't.
He loves olive oil on everything.
You want to be careful with that, yes. So when you put down anything in a hot pan with hot fat in there, you want to lay it. Here, use my lens cap. You want to lay it down away from you and set it down gently. You don't want to throw it like that. That is very dangerous. And if this was in a pro kitchen and there was a lot other pans in there, you could potentially start a fire.
Are you okay? No, I'm okay. I'm worried about you.
My jean okay, my jean okay.
Okay, good.
The crown jewel protected. Don't
Now
worry. This can handle a lot of heat. Don't worry. Sorry, children.
Ooh, you see that? See that? That is why I love a cast iron skillet, man. You just get that perfect crust across the entire surface.
Now we're getting the crust we want, thyme, butter, and garlic.
Yep.
Right there. Now we're gonna baste this. Now another thing you can do if you don't want to baste, you could just like rotate the steak, you see? You just rotate back and forth as many times.
Your motion so fluid, so smooth.
I have a little bit of experience. Since you like Wagyu, I have to show you something.
Ooh.
Yes. Only Wagyu, Uncle Roger. Every type of Wagyu ready to go.
Look at this, so much marbling.
That's a
on here.
ribeye. That's a Wagyu ribeye. Look at how fat that thing is. And I was talking about, so the video I filmed prior to this one was the sous vide everything, where they do the XO sauce steak experiment, and then they pulled out the strip steak, and I said, oh, that's a ribeye, and then it turned out to be a strip steak, and I totally confused it, and I forgot that with Wagyu, there's so much fat interlaced within the protein, it just plumps up. So a strip steak looks like a freaking ribeye, and a ribeye it's just big and thick and delicious. Thick and delicious.
This is the final countdown. This is not a good idea. I must say this already, because it's very difficult to pull off. But if you can't pull off, then it's better flavor.
Oh no.
Because when the fat melts and it hits the fire, then the fire's gonna come all the way up to here.
This sounds dangerous.
It is dangerous. Are you sure you want to do this?
Niece and nephew, smack like now to give Uncle Roger the strength to do this. It might be my last video. I might die here.
With that said, for those of you who are watching, please make sure to hit the like, leave a comment, make sure you're subscribed, and if you haven't already, give the original video the same love. Appreciate you very much. Thank you.
If this is my last video, Auntie Esther, Uncle Roger, love your cooking. My last word.
Good luck, Uncle Roger. I'm out.
Spin.
See, as soon as you put it, not much happens. You just wait.
Yeah, it happens fast.
Uncle Roger, I have bad feeling about this.
You stressed
I can
out?
see the fire coming up now.
It's
Yep.
starting, you see?
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Oh yeah, and you gotta wait.
Where's the fire extinguisher?
We don't have one.
Oh no. Time to flip? Time to
No.
flip? No.
Have patience. Patience, Uncle Roger. You look nervous.
Yeah, the fire
Starting
too
to
high.
sweat too.
Hi.
Uncle Roger scared?
Yeah, you better not. That costs a lot of money. Don't mess it up. Flip it.
No, no, no. Ooh. Spin, spin, spin.
Spin, spin.
Put it back, put it back.
Woo.
Okay.
Okay. It's gonna happen several times. That was an evil laugh.
So evil, this Guga. I gotta go eat at Salt Bay restaurant.
No, Uncle Roger.
Bitch about you. Trying to kill me.
No, you like flavor. So this is the best way to cook for more flavor.
I
Don't
like
let it burn, Uncle
flavor,
Roger.
but I also like staying alive. Ooh. Ooh.
What?
Oh,
The
no.
heat too
Come
much
on,
for you,
Roger.
Uncle Roger?
from here, spin
Huh?
from-
Don't be a pussy.
Come on, Uncle Roger. Don't let it burn. Oh. Oh, nice crust.
All right, you're getting
Why are
close
you-
now. So another tricky thing about cooking a Wagyu steak like this on a grill is we all know the protein is interlaced with a lot of fat. When you warm up that fat will melt, it'll drip down, and it will ignite when it lands on the charcoal. However, it cooks much faster than you would expect because the fat is interlaced within the protein. And don't forget, when fat is heated up, what does it do? It facilitates more heat, right? It actually will cook the protein within itself the higher temperature it is. When it's over a high heat source like that, again, it'll start slow and then it'll just go real fast, and you have to be ready for it.
Uncle Roger's scared of the fire.
No, don't be scared. Fire is good for you.
That looks great. I would take it off within a like, I would only give that a couple more minutes, and to me, that's ready. Because don't forget, I mentioned it cooks faster because of all the fat that's interlaced between the protein, but also the carryover cooking is a bit more intense as well.
So we need to crispen up the edge a little bit. So hold the edges there on the grill.
I have to hold my hand.
Yes,
over
right.
I would normally skip that part. It's not
Look at the
completely
floppy meat.
necessary,
Floppy
in my
meat is
opinion.
better.
Remind me of my own. That my nickname for my meat, A5 Wagyu. People love to put it in their mouth.
Hold that steak a little higher. What are you doing? That's enough. Take it out. Take it out for real. Take it out!
I don't think I've ever seen Guga scream before.
Nice. Fuyo. Good job, Uncle Roger. All right.
Ooh, this is skirt steak.
Nice, nice.
That is amazing.
Nothing like a good classic skirt steak. For me personally, things like skirt steak, hanger steak, I like to cook it to more medium, even touching medium well. These cuts have a thicker protein fiber, but also more connective tissue. And I find by cooking it a little more, it does actually help it with the mouthfeel. With that said, also with skirt steak, something I like to do is the muscle fibers are going this way, right? So let's say this is the skirt steak, but the muscle fibers are going this way. It's very common for people to slice the steak along with the muscle fibers, but generally when you cut steak, you want to cut, or most proteins, almost all proteins, you want to cut against the grain of the muscle fibers. And this way, when you bite into it, you're biting into muscle fibers that are going to your teeth this way, and it's easier to bite into it, versus if this is the muscle fiber like that and I bite into it, it's a bit stringier, and to me, I find the mouthfeel isn't quite as nice. It's still a tender piece of meat, so you'll be fine whichever way you cut it. Just a little detail from, my perspective.
Ribeye.
Cut the bone out first, correct?
Yes, correct.
So hungry now. Oh, I'm making myself a steak tonight.
Oh, look at that.
That's an Outback Steakhouse.
You cooked it.
See? How to make Guga angry.
A good amount of MSG.
You taste it. Make your cheeks squeezing.
Yeah, squeezing cheeks.
Your cheek got orgasm. Your cheek coming. The big one.
Clean your
Big one.
hand, Uncle
A5
Roger.
Wagyu, life-threatening steak. I won't talk shit about this one.
All right, I know. You better not.
Outback Steakhouse.
It costs too much money.
You can see Uncle Roger mainly eats a lot of fried rice and noodles because he don't know how to eat that steak with his hands. Got that juice running down his hand. Come on.
That's the big one, Uncle Roger. Let's take a look.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice.
Perfection. Look at this.
Very
Medium rare.
nice. A5
Just
ribeye.
melt in your mouth.
Like butter.
Yep. I had some last year. I had a big barbecue at my house, and yeah, we got some A5 Wagyu in, and my God, is it divine.
Can't stop eating this. We should only eat Wagyu steak, or other steak can fuck off.
Why are you so expensive?
If you can't afford steak, just eat chicken. Save money. Until one day you save up enough money, eat Wagyu steak. Guga, you are a wonderful teacher. And Uncle Roger gonna call you Uncle Guga from now on. Yeah! Niece and nephew, go check out Uncle Guga channel.
I mean, if you're watching this channel, 99% sure you're already subscribed. So, but give the original video, give these guys their you get what I'm trying to say.
Wanna see the burnt part?
Oh, he did burn his hand.
Yeah. It's okay,
Alright.
worth it for the shot, worth it for the shot.
Pussy. No, just kidding. I've burnt myself countless times over the years. Man, I mean, what more could I ask for? I didn't know this content was coming out when I reacted to the Uncle Roger reaction of Guga's Naruto ramen, which I was like, how does it get any better than this? Reacting to both of these amazing got YouTuber guys in the food space, and to see that they're making this content together. Awesome, awesome stuff. I've corresponded a few times with Guga via IG, And yeah, I got to make my way over to Miami, man. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it. And remember, don't be afraid to make mistakes because it can only make you stronger. And with that said, I am Chef Brian Tsao, not your typical chef, and I'll see you really soon.